everyone, I'm back after the last video on higher love because as I finished that discussion I was drawn to pick up my little Bhagavad-Gita and opening to a few pages as I do, because I haven't actually read every single page. What I have done since owning this book for about 10 years is because I was drawn to the stories of it, is I've opened and read some and kept reading, and you just fall in love with the truth of it when you're on that inner path, search for connection of that expansion of your inner path. So when you become dissatisfied with looking to the exterior, and because I'm not of no particular religious faith, I am one of open, listening to all for our human connection with the divine. I've found that I love the straight to the point accuracy of the Bhagavad-Gita, because it just summarizes so precisely what I want to read a little bit of to share, because of what I was just talking about in the higher love recognition and how it's assisting the planet. So this, I feel, summarizes in just a short amount of text. Not only is it because of Bhagavad-Gita, written because of the representation of the Godhead being, when we discern ourselves away from the material world. It's not only because the Bhagavad-Gita teaches that, it's because across the board we are looking for something to take us within to what is in there in our connection to the divine. So it summarizes that really. So the chapter was chapter 9, the most confidential knowledge. And what I get from that, from reading a couple of pages, is the most confidential knowledge, I'm going to read a little part of it, is what one discovers, like I just mentioned, that there is a whole other inner world, and we are not only the identification of who we are with our outside sources or our presence, like our identity. Okay, so text 3, chapter 9, translation. Those who are not faithful on the path of devotional service cannot attain me, O conqueror of foes, but return to birth and death in this material world. The purport: the faithless cannot accomplish this process of devotional service. That is the purport of this verse. Faith is created by association with devotees. Devotees we can look at, if we're not studiers of the Bhagavad-Gita, is others who are resonating to their internal world. You can feel the difference between someone who is resonating with the material world as majority of their identity, or they are doing their best to go within and bring out more of a presence, truth, new factor of themselves in experience. So unfortunate people, even after hearing all the evidence of Vedic literature from great personalities still have no faith in God. They are hesitant and cannot stay fixed in the devotional service of the Lord. Lord being, I just need to touch on this because religion is a beautiful way for us to express, get connected, and feel connected to the divine. But Lord being, this is the higher nature connection that we all are. And Lord being one who represents this fully. So saying that because you can have any deity representation of this, as long as you don't hold it separate, like you are doing it all for something outside of you. You are doing it because you hold the same available connection. You can connect as much as you want to the highest through faith. As I read on, thus faith is a most important factor for progress in Krishna consciousness. In the Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is said that one should have complete conviction that simply by serving the Supreme Lord, Sri Krishna, he can achieve all perfection. So this is our journey in inner world, higher love, and living it, and detaching from material world. That is called real faith. In the Srimad Bhagavatam 3.4.12, it is stated that by giving water to the root of a tree, its branches, twigs, and leaves become satisfied, and by supplying food to the stomach, all the senses of the body become satisfied, and similarly, by engaging in the transcendental service of the Supreme Lord, all the demigods and all the living entities automatically become satisfied. So we're sharing the same high vibrational nature. We all become satisfied when we work with it. After reading Bhagavad-Gita, one should promptly come to the conclusion of Bhagavad-Gita. One should give up all other engagements and adopt the service of the Supreme Lord Krishna, the personality of Godhead. If one is convinced of this philosophy of life, that is faith. Now, the development of that faith is the process of Krishna consciousness. So, that's beautiful. And we would all like to give up anything that's not in resonance of it if we knew we'd feel better and there is more better feelings to life. So it is that detachment and what we're going through on earth. I'm not recommending anything here. I'm simply reminding us that it is completely two different worlds if we're living more in the material and less in the interior, and opening to that higher consciousness, that higher love consciousness. And the more we have faith in that, then the more our world becomes it, because we're in faith, we're walking it. So I find any literature that describes reminding us that we are that and it is available. And I love that it's in this little precisely written book. And wanted to share that with you, that through the ages, this is, this is the evolution. Not to forget that we are more than operating in the material world identity. it's better for all on earth. And that's why we're here. So much love to you all. Enjoy your day, and perhaps look up any scripture that, you know, might intrigue you to research of interest and assist you to get into that feeling place of that moreness. Because in the language written for the Bhagavad-Gita, I really connect with the beauty it's speaking, because that beauty is endless. And to me, when I look to the material world, it has nothing on the endless, expansive feeling of unlimitedness, not clinginess to what we have, but expansiveness to the moreness of what could be. And so that's why I recommend us getting out of our mental frameworks and opening up a bit more to that inner world mystery, majesty, and sharing it, sharing ourselves from there. That's our soul. That was actually another good text in chapter 9, speaking of how we can study many things and we all use our creativeness, our divinity in all different areas of study and life and work. But do we take time in recognition of more power of our expansive souls? Yeah. So, great little reminder. All right. God bless all. See you again soon. Bye for now.